there's two things that can get you in trouble today, okay? One of them's telling a lie, and the other one's blowing smoke up my ass, okay? Neither one of them are going to happen, correct? Be honest. Help yourself, girl. You got an opportunity to tell the truth and help yourself, and you'd rather sit here and lie to me. Help yourself. This is your opportunity to tell the truth. Get it off your chest of what happened.
Friends, today's silly cow is Deborah Burge. She's being questioned in the death of Harvey Ray Smith. We're going to pick up this interview where she first goes to Little Caesars to get pizza.
All right, while y'all are eating pizza, did you see anybody? Talk to anybody?
Oh, yes, I did, Ray
Okay, Ray.
Smith.
Okay, what was that conversation about?
Nothing much. I just asked him how his daughter was doing because me and her had been friends for a really long time, and she went down the wrong path and got sent to rehab. So
What pizza place was it?
Little Caesars and Pace.
Okay, is that on 90?
Mm-hmm. Right beside One Dixie.
Okay. So you just asked how his daughter was doing
Mm-hmm.
and all that. What else was talked about?
Nothing.
Okay, well, I want you to understand something, okay? It's very important. And I know you say you're scatterbrained on things, but I want you to understand it's very important that anything that you can remember or anything that was said or anything that took place, it's important, okay? And you have to make sure that when I ask you a question, that number one, you're 100% honest, okay? And number two, that you don't give me half of the story, okay?
I'm going to tell you.
But let me finish what I'm telling you, okay? Because I just want to make sure you understand me 100%, okay? I guess you know him.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Who is that?
That's Ray.
Okay. And I guess by now you know he's dead. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to get to that part in just a second. What did y'all talk about in Little Caesars?
His daughter, that's all.
Okay.
I've known his daughter for a really long time. And she got sent to rehab, like I said. Mm-hmm. So I was just asking how she was doing when she was coming home and, a couple things like that. But
have you talked to him before?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
He calls my mom's phone or my dad's phone and, talks to me every now and then, but it's not really much. Maybe like once a month or twice a month. That was the first time I'd seen him in forever.
Y'all ever messed around?
No.
Okay. After the incident at Little Caesars, when was the next time you talked to him?
He called my mom's phone. I can't remember the time because we were eating pizza in the car with the kids. And he called my mom's phone on our way there, and just I guess to see what I was doing.
On the way where?
Back home.
Okay.
And
so after y'all talked.
Right after I seen him at Little Caesars, we left, and about maybe 20 minutes later, he called to see if I was in Pace anymore because he knew that I didn't live in Pace. I lived in Molino. Mm-hmm. And I guess he was seeing he asked if I was hanging out in Pace or anything, and I told him no, I stay in Molino with my kids and my mom and dad.
Okay, after that, did you talk to him anymore?
Mm-mm. I didn't talk to him on the phone no more after that.
What about text messaging?
I think I did text.
Hold on. Let me explain something to you, okay? You're saying you think, okay? I'm telling you I know.
I know.
Okay? So there's two things I've told you. Help yourself and tell me the truth, and let's get this straightened out and help you, okay? There's no use you sitting here telling me a damn lie when I know different. That's why we're trying to be nice and we called you. We wanted to talk to you because we want you to be able to tell us the truth. The truth is the only thing you can sit here and tell today that's going to make you feel better. Don't sit here with something on your conscience that you need to let off of it. So you want to start all over and let's get right? Huh? Let's put it on the table? Here's your opportunity. I need you to tell me the truth. Okay? Is that fair?
Deborah,
Clear your eyes up, girl.
I know you've probably been a wreck for the past few days.
My kids.
You ain't slept a wink, have you?
Yes, I've been asleep. I don't get in trouble.
Hey, listen, we're getting off on the wrong path, okay? Listen to me. The only person that can take care of children correctly is their mother, okay? Let's do everything we can do to make sure that happens, okay? What'd y'all talk about in Little Caesars?
He kept looking down my shirt.
Okay.
And he kept telling me that I had nice boobs and everything else. And
Slow down.
Any other time that he called my phone, he was always hitting on me. Mm-hmm. And he always made me feel uncomfortable. So I didn't ever hang out with them because I didn't want to be feeling uncomfortable around, this is my best friend's dad, and so it was really weird. Whenever we left Little Caesars, like I said, he called, we were going down the road, and he asked what I was doing, and if he can come hang out, and I told him no, and then I told Zach what he had said to me, and I guess it had made him mad or something.
Okay, this is the first time she's mentioned Zach. Zach is her boyfriend. He's also a suspect in this case. Keep watching. More details on him are about to be revealed.
And he asked me to have the dude come to our house.
He asked you what?
He asked me to ask the dude come to our house to hang out. So he come to the house to hang out, and we were sitting in his car hanging out with him. And my kids, I walked inside to check on my kids, and they were awake, and I stayed inside with my kids. I don't know much after that. I went back inside to hang out with my kids, and that was it.
What happened when you came back out?
When I came back out, well, I was texting his phone, telling him to tell Zach to come here and to tell Ray to leave because he was making me feel uncomfortable. Because he took me to the store and he kept trying to stick his hands down my pants.
Where was Zach at when that happened?
In the back seat of the car. And I guess he seen or whatever, and I guess it made him mad. Well, whenever I come back inside, I kept texting and telling him to come back, to come inside, and I don't know what happened after that.
Okay. When you walked back outside, what happened?
Get it off your chest, sir.
I want to be able to go into my kids.
You have to be honest.
What happened when you walked outside?
He told me that he was going to try to rob him for all of his money.
Did he have a lot of money?
I don't know. I don't know how much money he had.
And Zach told you that? Okay, what happened next?
When I told Ray to leave, I texted his phone and told him to leave. And I guess he drove down the road, and I guess Zach walked down the road, and I don't know what happened down the road. I don't know nothing.
What happened after that?
I kept calling Ray's phone and nobody would answer, so I started walking to the end of the road. When I get to the road, he comes running up.
Who came running up?
Zach did.
And?
He told me that he killed him. I was scared. I don't know what to do. I would have never let this guy in my house around my children if I felt like he was, what I'm saying, gonna hurt us or put me in a situation like that, because all I have is my kids. If my kids don't have me, they don't have anybody. But if their daddies are in prison.
Did you notice that? She didn't say daddy, she said daddies, as in plural, meaning her kids have different fathers who are both in jail, and her boyfriend is about to go to jail, it seems like, because he just killed another man. At some point, you got to ask yourself, Deborah, what the fuck are you doing?
I didn't even know that he was on probation or had warrants or anything. I had nothing to do. I didn't know none of that.
He said that he'd killed him. Okay. What happened next?
He asked me to walk to the end of the road with him. And I walked down there and I started freaking out.
Why did you freak out?
Because he was laying there dead on the ground.
Okay. Did you see how did he kill him?
I don't know. He didn't. I don't know anything. I don't know.
Okay, what happened next?
He put him in the back of the car, and then he made me drive the car.
In the back? Hold on, slow down. Okay, slow down. Take you a breath. When you say in the back of the car...
In the back of Ray's car.
Like, the back, is that like...
In the trunk.
Okay. Did you have to help him put him in?
No.
You didn't put him in there?
Mm-mm.
He did? Okay.
I'm not a bad person.
Hey, nobody's saying you are. Okay.
The reason we asked you to come down here, the reason you came down here on your own and we didn't go up there and kick in your door or nothing like that, is because we think you got caught up in a messed up situation. Okay? You got caught up in a bad situation, and we're here to try and right that situation. Okay? So what happened After
He told me that I had to drive the car to Pensacola. He made me go down there and load my kids up. And we had to drive the car to Pensacola. And then we went to the Motel 6 and he made me go in there and get a room.
okay,
And then the next morning we woke up and he called my friend Lauren Rockwell to come pick us up. She took us down to the Queen Mary down the road.
mm-hmm.
And we got another room there.
Okay.
Well, we had to be out of there by 11 o'clock the next day.
Mm-hmm.
And I called Gene and told him that I didn't have no place to go, so can me and the kids come hang out with him? And he said, yeah. Well, Gene come up and one of his friends, I can't think of his name, come up to the room and to pick us up. Well, Zach was nowhere to be found. I asked Gene to come give me my kids. And I guess Zach was supposed to come with us. He told me he was walking down the hallway. Gene said he was ready to go. I called Lauren's phone because he said Lauren was going to go and pick him up later on. So I called to see if she was already there to pick him up. And he answered and said that he was gone. He left me in this hotel room and just left. Just left me and my kids.
Didn't seem very fair to you at all.
No.
How'd you get home today?
Today?
Yeah.
I called to check in with my mom and dad. And my dad told me that he couldn't talk to me about anything over the phone and then he'd come pick me up.
Okay. I'm going to back up a little bit, okay? The night this happened, out there at the end of the road, what were you wearing?
They were in the washing machine. He made me put all the clothes in the washing machine in the house. He told me that if I didn't listen, then I'd be staring at the same fucking walls he'd be staring at, the same cement walls he'd be staring at.
What did you have on? What were you wearing?
I had a jacket. I can't specifically remember. It's too much.
I know.
Hey, calm down.
Deborah. Or do you go by Deborah or Leanne?
Leanne.
Leanne. What you gotta understand is you're doing right.
Scared.
Okay. I know you're scared. Man, look at me. You're doing right, okay? And we're gonna work through this. But we're just gonna slow down. We're gonna take it step by step. And just answer a couple more questions, okay? Look. You didn't kill that boy. You just told me he did, okay?
I did it.
So you're going to help us make this situation right, correct? All right. What were you wearing then?
I had a jacket on that had some pink in it, but I can't remember if I had pants on or shorts on.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Do you remember what Zach was wearing?
Yes, he had on my ex-boyfriend's jacket and his shoes.
What kind of jacket?
A black jacket and a black pair of Nikes that didn't even belong to him.
All right.
What was the conversation when you were driving up to the hotel?
That I better listen to him, and that it's my fault too because I had something to do with it, and if anything happens, I'll go to jail, and he'll go to jail, and I will be away from my kids forever.
Leanne, what this boy has done
I know.
is put you in a bad situation, and he's trying to make you feel responsible for it. But you're not responsible for his actions, are you?
No, if that was...
And he hasn't
That's
treated
my
you
best
fair.
friend's dad. I would want somebody to do that to my dad, you know?
Mm-hmm. And what he's done to you isn't fair, is it?
No, it's not.
He did this, and then he left you.
He left me.
So what we're going
He
to
left
do
me.
is we just got a couple more questions we're going to work through, okay?
Ray had a cell phone.
There was a cell phone and a laptop in the car. And he threw the laptop and the cell phone out of the window going down the road.
You know about where at?
He took this, it's somewhere down 29. It wasn't far from the Tom Thumb. He gave me a cigarette pack that had everything that was in his wallet in it, and he made me throw it out the window.
Okay. Now, so this was on 29?
Mm-hmm. Not far from the Tom Thumb.
Okay. So did you throw it out the driver's side?
I didn't touch it.
Okay. Was it thrown out the driver's side?
The passenger side.
Okay.
Was there any cash?
Yeah, he had good money from him.
You know how much?
I know he had a couple $100 bills, but he left me. I I didn't know how much money. He didn't leave me anything. Whenever he left, he didn't give me $1.
Was there
nothing.
Was there any Apple iPods or anything like that?
I didn't see an iPod.
And you and Ray have never had any kind of relationship whatsoever.
Never.
Okay.
He's always hit on me because he told me, he was like, I left my daughter and my girlfriend at home asleep to come see you, and I was like, why do you want to do that? I'm only 23 years old, you know. I'll be 23 years old in July. It's my friend's dad. That's weird. It's creepy.
Let me ask you a question. The jacket and shoes that were your ex-boyfriend's.
Mm-hmm.
Were there any other clothes of your ex-boyfriend's that Zach was using?
No.
You know anything about a set of coveralls?
I've never heard that before. A boyfriend wearing the clothes of her ex-boyfriend. What the hell? Mr. Zachary, what the fuck is wrong with you, sir? I see why you were desperate for $200, but killing for it was not the one, young man. In fact, forget the $200. If my son was wearing the clothes of his girl's ex-boyfriend, bruv, I'd send his ass to prison myself.
No, I did not see any coveralls. I did not see what went in the back of the trunk and what came out the back of the trunk. I didn't see what he took out. I didn't see any of that. He was having me run around and go get him spray bottles and put the clothes up and everything. When he was out there doing whatever he was doing, I was freaking out. I didn't know what to do. I was scared. I didn't know whether to go tell my parents or to call or anything like that. I've never been in any kind of situation like that.
Did he use the water hose in y'all's yard?
Yeah.
What did he use that for?
To spray the car off.
Do you know if he sprayed Ray down?
Yeah, because whenever I walked outside, he had the trunk open and he had the water hose at the trunk, and he told me not to come back there.
Okay. Let me ask you this: did he shoot Ray?
He didn't have I don't know. I don't know the dude like I thought I did,
Let me ask
I'm
you
not
this.
sure if he had a gun.
Let me ask you this. You said that you had to go down to the end of the road.
Uh-huh.
Where exactly are you talking about? Are you talking about out at Highway 97?
No, at the end of our driveway, just about behind. You guys come to the house, right?
Uh-huh.
That boat?
Uh-huh.
Okay, at the back of the boat,
Uh-huh.
the car was parked right there.
Okay. Because that's where you said you get the cell phone service?
Uh-huh. Well, no, we had to walk way down the road to get the cell phone service, but...
Okay.
But whenever I told him he had to leave, I guess Zach had left whenever I told him he had to leave and walk through the woods. And I guess when Ray was backing up or something, he didn't tell me anything. I wouldn't let that happen to my house or my kids, you know?
What do you mean by he walked through the woods? I thought Zach was with Ray.
No, Zach walked through the woods.
Okay. Do me a favor. I'm sorry. I'm just a little confused.
I know. I'm confused too.
Okay. Just, like I said, we're going to take this step by step, okay? Leanne, look at me. You're doing right here.
You're really hard.
Okay? You got put in a bad situation and we're making it right. Right? So y'all went up to the store.
We went to the store.
Who all went in the store?
Just me.
Okay.
And Ray and Zach sat outside in the car.
Okay. When you left the store, where'd you go?
Home. We pulled all the way into my driveway.
Okay.
I went inside to go check on my kids. And like I said, my kids were awake. So I texted Ray's phone telling him that my kids were awake and I wasn't coming back out there, and tell Zach to come back inside. Well, I guess when Ray left, Zach walked down the side of the woods and...
So did Zach come back to the house?
Yeah, because I was calling, Ray's phone as I did. I didn't know what was going on, so I called, nobody answered. So I went to go walk to the end of the road, and he come running up the road, telling me, you need me to come down there, hurry.
We're jumping ahead, okay?
And I'm sorry.
And I know this is a very emotional time and a very hard time you're having right now.
I'm not trying to lie to you guys. I'm trying to tell you all the truth,
I know. But do me a favor. You leave the Tom Thumb. You get back to the house.
Mm-hmm.
You go inside to check on your kids. Does Zach come back to the house?
No. No, he didn't.
Okay, a little bit ago, you said something about Zach said he was going to try and rob him.
Yes,
when did that happen?
I'm so confused.
Okay, just
I'm so confused.
take a deep breath, okay? When did that conversation happen?
I'm trying to think. It was so many days ago, and I've just been really stressed out. I think he said he was going to rob him when he got mad because I told him what he was saying to me. You know, trying to stick his hands in my pants and the stuff that he said to me at the pizza place and the stuff that he said to me before, you know, whenever he's called. Because he's never really called just to conversate unless, you know, I ask about his daughter. He's always saying sexual things to me. Mm-hmm. Always. Mm-hmm. And he made me feel uncomfortable, but I don't know.
All right, y'all went to the store, okay? Mm-hmm. On the way back from the store, is that when you went in to check on your kids?
Mm-hmm. Okay. Whenever we got back from the store, I went inside.
Went in to check on your kids. Okay. Was it any time around then that you went back outside and he told you that he was going to rob him?
I never went back outside. I texted Ray's phone and told Ray to tell Zach to come here.
Okay.
And he said he come inside and said that he was gonna do it. And I told him no, my kids live here, you know.
And that was after y'all went to the store?
After we had went to the store. Okay. See, I don't know what they conversated about while I was in the store, right. You know.
Right. But so you came back from the store, you went inside, right? Check on your kids, and then Zach came in and told you that.
Yeah, and I told him not to do that. This is my house. My kids live here. Okay. Whatever.
Where'd Zach go from there?
I guess he walked. I told Ray to leave, and when Ray left, I guess Zach left before Ray did or something. Because I was uncomfortable, so I stayed inside, away, you know. Because I don't want no part of anything that I don't have to be part of, you know?
On your daddy's property, if you look out the front door, there's a shed up to the right. Mm-hmm. And is that the way he went? Mm-hmm. Does that come out right to the boat? Mm-hmm. Is there a path cut through there?
You can just walk through it, you know, the grass is pretty low. It's not really a trail, but you can go through it.
But it's cleared out?
Yeah, you can kind of, when you go down the road and you look over, you can see the building.
Okay. I want to jump back to something. I asked you if he shot Ray. Do you know if he shot him?
I did not hear any.
Did he tell you how he did it?
No, he didn't. I didn't ask questions.
Did you see a gun, a baseball bat, a wrench, a knife, a scrudriver?
I did not see anything.
Okay.
I didn't hear anything. I didn't see anything. Okay. I didn't ask any questions because I was scared. You know, if he can do that to him, why wouldn't he fucking do that to me and my kids? You know?
How long have you known Zach?
I've known him for a few years. He's always been in and out of jail. And then, you know, we hung out one time, and after that, he told me that he wanted to come stay a week or so at my house. So I let him come stay. You know, he just got out of jail. I didn't figure he'd get out of jail and already have warrants again to go back to jail, you know? Mm-hmm.
Did he tell you he was wanted?
No, my mom told me that. I guess somebody had mentioned to them that he had warrants or whatever. And I wouldn't have let that in my house. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Right, so the police leave her alone for a little bit, and as you can see, she's crying intensely. I have a question for you. If this is all it was, she knew he was going to rob him, she was in the house, and then Ray ends up dying. If that's all it was, is she culpable? And if she is, what do you think her punishment should be? Is there more to it? Well, let's find out.
What are you doing while he puts Ray in the back of the car?
I'm just standing there. I was in shock.
Okay.
It was...
Did you put your clothes in the washing machine? Why?
Because he told me to.
Did you have blood on?
Not that I knew of, but it was all over the car.
Did you get in the car to go back to the house?
No, I walked back down to the house.
So he drove the car down there?
No, Ray drove the car down there. Because remember, Ray was leaving.
No. After Ray got killed, Okay. Was he put in the trunk?
Yes.
Did the car go back to your house?
Yes.
Okay. How did it get back to your house?
Zach.
Okay, he drove. Was Ray in the car when he killed him? Or was he standing out of the car?
I don't know. I wasn't down there and I didn't ask any questions.
None whatsoever.
Nope. I mean, I seen blood all over the side of the car and I seen Ray laying on the ground.
On what side?
The driver's side.
Okay. Was it on the inside or outside of the car?
It was everywhere.
Okay. It was everywhere. Okay.
Now, let me just, I know this is rough. Sorry, I don't mean to,
Okay.
but was it like along the side of the car or was it just right there by the door?
It was all over the place. Like, all over the place. I've never seen anything.
Did Zach have blood all over him?
Yes, but I didn't notice that he had blood until we were at the end of the driveway. I didn't know what had happened until we got down there and I seen Ray laying on the ground. Whenever I was, when I was scared and I was going to see what the hell was going on.
Where did you see blood on him at?
On Zach?
Yeah.
He showed me his hands when we got into the light at the end, and I just started freaking out. I was like, oh my God. I just felt like I was going to have an anxiety attack. Like, it's really scary.
I want to back up to something you just said. You said you walked out to where the car was, and you said Ray was laying on the ground?
Mm-hmm.
Where at?
At the end of the driveway.
No, but I mean, where was it in reference to where the car was?
He was laying on the driver's side on the ground.
Okay.
And whenever I walked down there, he was still making noises.
What kind of noises? I mean, was he crying or?
Kinda. It really scared me. Really, really scared me.
What did Zach say about him making noises?
Just ignore it.
What did Zach do next?
Put him in the trunk.
While he was still making noises?
Did he make noises as y'all traveled back?
I was trying to block everything out.
But did you hear anything?
I didn't hear anything.
Let me ask you a question. At what point did Zach start talking about robbing Ray?
Well, we had been out that I guess he had bought him a couple beers or whatever, and he was okay until he drank his alcohol, and then after he started drinking the alcohol is whenever he started talking like really stupid, like he wanted to do stupid stuff, and
Who was talking stupid?
Zach, like, he wanted to rob him, whatever, and I was like, I'm not doing that. This, I live here.
Did he mention that at all when y'all left Little Caesars?
Mm-mm.
Never was brought up.
Mm-mm. The reason it got brought up because we were discussing how, he made me feel uncomfortable and stuff every now and then. But the reason I didn't talk to him is so that I didn't have to feel uncomfortable,
But hold on, I'm getting lost. You said the reason y'all talked about it because he made you uncomfortable. Talked about robbing him?
No, he made me feel uncomfortable. Me and Zach were discussing, how Ray made me feel uncomfortable when he looked at me or talked to me and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's when Zach, I guess he got mad because of the things that he was saying to me or whatever. And then he had, when we had got back home, he had mentioned robbing him.
Okay, and that was before Ray had came out there.
Right.
Okay.
And I was like, no, my kids live here. This is my friend's dad.
Okay. At that point, what did Zach tell you to do?
He told me to call him to see if he would come in, remember?
Okay. And he wanted him to come out there because?
I guess he wanted to rob him.
Okay. So did you call him or did you text him?
I'm not sure if I called or text. Because he was like, he made me play along like this story. Like, oh, get him out here and this, that, and the other. And
let's back up. Instead of this, that, and the other, what exactly did he say?
He told me to get him out there so that he could take his money and that I'd better do it, or I was just doing what I was told to do.
You better do it or what?
Or he was going to hurt me too.
And did he tell you that?
Yeah, Zach told me that.
Okay.
I mean, one of his ex-girlfriends told me that he's threatened to kill her before.
I don't know. I'm talking about you and him right now, okay? He told you if you didn't do it, what?
He would hurt me.
Okay. What? Did you text or did you call him?
I can't remember.
Well, you said you were supposed to play along and blah, blah, blah. What were you supposed to play along and say?
we were in the middle of, we'd text and then we'd call. I was supposed to tell him to come back out there and hang out with me. And remember, he'd come back out there and hang out with me. I went inside because my kids woke up, and that's when I said they had to go.
So are you the one that sent the text that said, when are you going to come up here and see me?
Mm-hmm.
Did Zach send him any texts from that phone at all, or did you do all the texting?
I only sent like one text. I don't know how many texts went through or whatever, but I can only remember texting like maybe once or twice. I'm trying to piece it all together.
I know.
Well, we're doing the same thing here.
I know.
So I was trying to get those records up. But
I have, it's not really, much, but I do have some Facebook messages from Ray from before.
From before?
From like a month or so ago. But I'm not sure if it would help any.
What is he talking about in those messages?
It's actually one of them's where he got my phone number and I gave him. He asked me for my phone number and I gave him my phone number because he'd never really ever said anything out of the way to me, before. And then I guess he got a little bit comfortable around me because I always asked about his daughter,
Let me ask you this. Does he know that Zach's your boyfriend?
Uh-uh.
What does he think Zach is?
He was just a friend. Because he knew my youngest child's father. Mm-hmm. Me and him were together whenever he went to jail. Mm-hmm. So that's who he thought that I was with.
Okay.
He thought Zach was just a friend of mine.
Okay. And he tried to stick his hands down your pants with Zach in the car?
In the backseat, yeah.
Where were you at?
In the front seat.
So while Zach's sitting in the back seat, he's driving, reaching over across, following you? Mm-hmm. Does Zach say anything then?
Nope.
What did you say to him?
I told him, please stop touching me, That made me feel uncomfortable, but...
Did he stop?
No.
Huh?
No. And I don't know if that's what made Zach mad or I was,
So what happened?
I guess I didn't even say anything because I was scared to say something about him touching me. I don't know. I thought that's what I was supposed to be doing, Like he made me get this guy over here. So
were you leading Ray on?
That's what I was supposed to be doing. That's what I was told to do.
Okay.
Aha, so we have a little twist. I want you to picture this scenario. Maybe throughout this whole time, she was always leading Ray on, which gave Ray the idea he could speak to her in a sexual manner, and now she's playing it off as if that's not what she wanted. Furthermore, right, imagine this. A man puts his hand down your girl, and you sit there and you do nothing about it. That makes no sense unless that was planned, and that's what they wanted, to lure him to the house. This implicates her even more. You see what I mean? I could be wrong, but you understand the theory, right? Damn, Deborah, you really are just a classless cow.
The plan was to rob him. Is that it?
That was Zach's plan, yes.
Okay. And you were to go along with it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So if you were going along with it, why were y'all going to the store? Where was the robbery supposed to take place at?
At the end of my driveway where it happened at, I guess.
So why did y'all drive to the store?
Because Zach asked him to take him to the store to go get a Rillo because he wanted to smoke a blunt. And he took him to the store. And then when we got back is whenever I went inside and told him that, my kids were awake. I didn't want that to happen. I was trying to prevent it anyway.
So what happened on the way to the store?
Oh, we just conversated like everything was okay, all three of us, and he would reach over and rub my leg or try to stick his hand on my pants, and, I kind of close my legs or, please stop.
You're going to have to forgive me here, okay? I'm a little confused because a second ago when we talked and I asked you, I said, were you leading Ray on? And you said that's what I was supposed to do.
Zach told me to get him over there and lead him on, and that he was going to rob him and that everything was going to be okay.
Were you supposed to lead him on?
That's what he said, yes. And then I went inside because I didn't want that to happen.
Had you promised him sex?
No.
Did y'all talk about sex?
No, sex was never discussed. He kept trying to get me to go back outside and hang out with him by myself without Zach being there. But I didn't want to go hang out with him by myself, you know. I didn't want anything to happen, so I went inside with my kids.
If the plan was to rob him, what was Zach going to rob him with?
He never told me. He never told me. I never asked questions. I didn't know if I was supposed to ask or if I wasn't supposed to ask. I don't know.
But you knew he was going to rob him.
Yeah, he told me he was going to rob him, but
and you knew he was going to do it.
I didn't think he was going to do it. No, I did really. Honest to God, I did not think that it would.
But you still called him to come up there, and you still flirted with him.
You played along with it.
Right, and then I got a weird feeling or whatever, and I was like, I don't want to do this, and I went inside, and that's when I texted Ray and said, my kids are awake, you gotta leave. Tell Zach to come here. And when Zach came inside, I was like, I'm not doing this. I couldn't do it. And I don't know if he was mad at me or what, because I said I wouldn't do it, and that's when Ray left, he left.
Did Zach text from Ray's phone at all?
Yes, he did. He told me that he texted one of his friends or called one of his friends from Ray's phone.
Do you know who that was?
I don't know any of his friends, so I wouldn't know. I'm trying to think.
Why did he do that?
I don't know.
Let me ask you a question.
I mean,
I'm confused about one thing. Who went into the store?
I did.
What'd you buy?
Nothing. I just went to the bathroom. I didn't even have money to go into the store like Zach told me to go buy him this Rillo. So I had to go in there and play it off like I actually bought it, you know? And I really didn't. So I went to the bathroom.
You just walked in, went to the bathroom, and left?
Mm-hmm.
When you got back, did anybody ask about the Rillo?
Mm-hmm.
Did Zach know that you didn't have money?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So when y'all went up to the store, was that part of the plan?
No, I think he wanted us to go to the store so he could sit outside, you know. I guess so that Ray wouldn't feel uncomfortable around him, I'm thinking. So Zach sat outside while I went to the store. So it was just, you know, them two.
So when you rode up to the store and Zach asked you to go inside and get a Rillo, you knew you didn't have any money.
Yeah, I knew I didn't have any money.
Did y'all have weed?
No, I don't smoke weed at all. I have kids.
So why buy something to smoke a blunt with when you ain't got no weed?
I was doing what I was told to do.
Well, something's just not adding up. We're missing something somewhere.
I'm telling you, I promise I'm telling you the truth. I promise.
Was he supposed to rob him before y'all got to the store? Did something happen where the time got changed on it?
I guess we did. I'm not sure. I mean, I think he wanted us to ride so that I guess Ray would be comfortable around him. So if he rode with him, he'd be okay. You know, he'd be comfortable because he knows me, but he doesn't know him.
Did Zach walk through the woods, or did Zach tell him he needed a ride when he was leaving?
He walked through the woods. No. He walked up the driveway. He walked up the driveway. Excuse me, I know I said earlier that he walked through the woods, but right now he walked up the driveway.
Okay. If he walked up the driveway, had Ray already left?
Yeah, he was parked at the end of the driveway calling my phone asking me if he could come back. And I was telling him no.
Did you tell him he could sleep on the couch?
No, I told Zach that he could sleep on the couch. Because Ray just thought me and Zach were friends. He didn't know that we were boyfriend and girlfriend at the time.
Why did you text
Ray's
Ray's
phone?
phone and say you can sleep on the couch?
Just in case you don't understand, we've got all the
Oh,
text
I know.
messages. So
I know, and that's what Zach told me, that you're gonna go down regardless because they have all of his cell phone information stuff.
Yeah. I need you to listen to me, okay?
You know.
Why did you text Ray and tell him he could sleep on the couch?
I didn't tell Ray he could sleep on the couch.
Why did that text message come into Ray's phone from your phone?
I texted and said that Zach could come sleep on the couch.
why would you tell Ray that Zach can sleep on the couch if Zach is not with Ray?
Because Zach told Ray that he got locked out of his house. And that he lived down the road. We weren't boyfriend and girlfriend. We were just friends. So I texted and said, tell Zach he can come sleep on the couch. And then Ray kept trying to get me to come back outside.
So,
and I did it.
Was Zach going to take him somewhere? Or was Ray going to take Zach somewhere?
Mm-mm.
So, when you're texting Ray, this is part of the plan? Tell Zach to come in, he can sleep on the couch, things like that? Is that what I'm understanding?
This is when I don't want this to happen. So I'm telling Ray to tell Zach to come inside so I can tell Zach, please don't do this. I don't want it to happen.
But you're still playing along like he's just a friend from up the road.
Yeah, because I didn't want Ray to, be suspicious and stuff like that.
But you knew right then that he was fixing to rob him. You knew that was when it was fixing to take place?
Not right that second. I didn't think.
But you knew it was coming.
I knew it was going to come, but I didn't.
Well, see, that's where you're.
I'm confusing myself.
Okay, well, let's not be confused.
I think a lot of what's happening. Listen to me, okay?
I'm really scared. That's what's wrong with me.
Listen to me, Leanne. Take your head out of your hands and look at me. Sit up. Sit up. Okay. Like this man told you, the best thing that you can do for you and your family is to come in here.
Tell the truth.
Shoot us straight and tell the truth.
I'm trying.
The reason you're getting so confused right now is because I think you're trying to tell the version of the story that sounds best for Leanne. Now, I'll tell you, being in this room, you can tell 1,000 truths. All of that help can get destroyed by one lie.
I know. I'm trying to tell you the best way that I can.
Leanne.
I'm really scared about my babies.
I understand. Leanne. Look at me, Leanne. What you need to understand is that if you come in here and tell us the truth about everything but leave out details, what does all that mean? What does all that do for Leanne?
Nothing.
You're right.
I know.
Leanne, it's time to sit here. It's time to be grown. Okay. It's time to tell the whole truth. Because that's the best thing for you and your family.
We're going to get it before we leave here today. We might as well go ahead and get it the first time. Okay?
I'm sorry.
All right. Where did you lead us astray at?
My brain's so scattered. I was just trying to put everything together,
Hey, you know what's what. Let's get to it, okay? You know where you've walked off the wrong end of the road. So tell us. Let's just start from there.
I was told to get Ray to the house so that he could rob him.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I can't.
Just say it.
I don't know if he was supposed to ride off with him or if it was going to happen right there, but I'm just trying to remember. It just all happened so fast.
Leanne, you're coming so close to saying it, and you're just not. Just do us a favor, okay? Say it.
Well, I kept calling Ray's phone because I didn't, tell Zach to come here. because I was trying to prevent anything from happening. Well, they stopped answering. And it scared me. I didn't hear no noises at all. So I started walking up the driveway. And then as I'm walking up the driveway, Zach comes back and he's like, I need you to come down here and help me. I need you to come down here and help me. Please don't freak out. Please don't freak out. But as soon as we got into the light, he showed me the blood all over his hands. And then when we got to the driveway, I seen blood everywhere. And I couldn't do it. Couldn't. I just stood there. I was like in shock.
Mm-hmm. What happened next?
I walked back to the house while he drove back to the house after he put the Ray in the trunk.
Did you see him put Ray in the trunk? Mm-hmm. Was Ray still moving?
Yeah, he was making noise.
He put him in the trunk by himself? Yeah. You sure?
Yeah. I couldn't. I was like traumatized. I was in shock.
Okay.
I couldn't do it. And that was the whole reason he wanted me to go up there, was to help him.
And you saw no weapon?
I seen no weapon.
Okay.
But I seen blood everywhere.
Did you see where Ray was hurting?
I wasn't trying to look.
I know you weren't trying to look. Did you see where Ray was hurting?
No, I didn't. I didn't want to see it.
So bottom line is, when Ray was leaving, you knew that that's when he was going to rob him.
Yeah, I knew that he was going to rob him, but I did not know that it was going to happen like that.
And you brought
I didn't want that.
Ray up there so Zach could rob him.
I told him not to do it.
What was
I just wanted to do it. I did not want him to hurt him.
What was your reason for texting Ray to come out there?
Because Zach told me to.
To
get
rob
him out there.
Okay, to rob him.
Right.
Okay. So you knew when you texted him the reason he was coming was to be robbed.
Yeah, but
okay.
I tried to prevent it anyway.
But that's the reason.
Any way possible.
But you're missing what I'm saying.
I know.
That's the reason he came out there, was so he could be robbed, right? Is that a yes?
Zach never mentioned one time killing him.
Leanne?
He went and grabbed one of my dad's tools and said that he was going to hit him in the head with it. I'm not sure where this...
What kind of tool was it?
You know how an air compressor goes to the end of this long thing like that? It's one of them.
Where's that at?
I don't know. He might have put it back inside. He might have threw it up. He might have disposed of it.
Where did he get the tool from?
My dad's tools that were outside underneath the shed.
The shed that's up by the...
No, the one right beside the house.
And when was that?
Before Ray got there.
Okay, so this is before Ray got there. He went and got that tool and said he was going to hit Ray in the head with it. Ray gets there. Y'all ride up to the store, and you're playing along.
Right. Until we get back, and I went inside with my kids, because I didn't...
Okay. All right. Unless you can think of anything else, we're burning daylight.
Okay. Did you know, how much money did y'all know Ray had?
I do not know how much money Ray had.
Did Zach know Ray at all?
Not that I know of.
Do you know Ray?
So,
I know Ray through my friend.
Okay. Every time you've seen Ray, do you know if Ray carries money on him or anything like that?
I'm not sure. I don't really pay attention to money.
Do you know if Ray normally carries money on him?
I guess, but I never really paid attention. Him when he pulls his wallet out, they look inside his wallet. That's not me. I don't care.
No. I'm just saying. Do you know if Ray's normally got a reputation to have money on him?
I've been told by a couple people that, he's does things, owe people money and stuff like that. But I really don't want to leave my kids.
Okay. Well, hey, like I said, when we're done here,
can I please go home?
Yeah, we're gonna take you to the house. I told you that, didn't I?
Yeah, I'm just really scared.
Okay. Well, here's the deal. Okay.
I'm not a criminal.
We're gonna work through this. All right. We're gonna get your prints. We got to do that. You said you were okay with that. And then Investigator Jackson and I are going to run you back up to your house. Okay. We're going to get you to point out a couple of things. And that's that. Okay? All right. Hang tight for just another minute, okay?
Yeah.
Hey,
My stomach's just not.
Oh, I can imagine. Look him. When y'all left from up there at your house with him in the trunk, did y'all stop anywhere? Y'all went straight to the 6?
No, we did pull through the Thompson parking lot.
Did you go in?
Nope.
Just drove through. Okay.
I can't remember what he asked me to drive through.
All right, you drove through there.
Uh-huh.
All right. And then you went straight on to the Motel 6. Okay. Something else I wanted to ask you.
Oh God.
What, when y'all talked about robbing him, after y'all robbed him, what was the plan going to be when y'all were planning this?
He wasn't supposed to kill him.
Right, he was just supposed to rob him.
He said that he. Okay, remember?
Hey, I can't. You're going to have to talk to him.
I know,
Up.
I feel like I'm.
Well, if you got to throw up, girl, throw up. Ain't no issue.
I'm just all in knots. It's been rough.
Well, it's going to get better. You better at least sleep. All right, what was the plan?
He told me he was just gonna. Remember when I said he called his friend from Ray's phone?
Yeah.
He said he was gonna knock him over at the end of the driveway and leave.
And just leave him there?
Yep.
Then what were y'all going to do?
He said he was gonna come back and get me and my kids.
And go where?
A room or something, but it didn't happen like that.
Well, I mean, what did he say? What room y'all were going to go to?
No, we didn't specifically pick out a hotel room.
But y'all weren't going to stay there.
No.
So he's going to knock him in the head. Y'all was going to cut out. So let me ask you this: when you went into the house, when they were outside, were you packing up the kids' stuff?
No, because I told him to come in because I didn't want it to happen. I didn't pack up the kids' stuff till after he drove the car back from the end of the driveway.
Can we cut through something real quick? And I think you're thinking it's a bigger deal than what it is, and I think you're kind of worried about it for nothing. You knew it was going to happen, okay?
I did not know it was going to happen like that.
You didn't know he was going to get killed, but you knew he was going to rob him.
Exactly, but I didn't want it to happen, so that's why I told him to come inside.
And that's your 100% honest truth.
That's my 100% honest truth. That's somebody's dad. I don't know what I'd do if somebody did that to my dad.
What, rob him or kill him?
Kill him, rob him, both.
Yeah,
you know?
but I mean, let's take the killing out of the equation, okay? You didn't plan to kill him, but you planned to rob him, right?
Right.
Okay.
I had a bad feeling and told him I didn't want to do it. But
you knew it was still going down, right?
I thought maybe I could stop it by, saying something, but my words didn't work.
Well, you knew when he went up the driveway that it was, playing in motion, right? Huh?
Kind of, but not that way. I was really confused what I was supposed to be doing.
So that's the end of the interrogation. Deborah herself was sentenced to 15 years in prison. She's eligible for parole in 2 years, in 2026. And in this story, I can't help but think of her children. For the past decade almost, they've been by themselves. Who knows where they are? I hope at some point they can reach out to me or someone to ensure they're okay or if they need any help. So she was sentenced to 15 years and Zach was sentenced to life in prison. Comment, tell me what you think.